All right, everybody. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another live. It has been a few days since we were last live because I have gotten sick. Unfortunately, had a stomach bug. Still kind of do, but it's a lot better now, thankfully. But anyways, folks, what's up, guys? So we got ourselves an update for you this evening because we do have some more severe weather coming in here starting tomorrow. Actually, we do actually have a threat for tomorrow being Tuesday the 29th, or sorry, Wednesday the 29th, as well as Thursday. We're going to have that threat as well. What's up, guys? Let's see who we got here today. We have Abby, we have Binksy, we have Crystal, Jonathan, Table. Let's see here, Indiana, Ponderosa, Anna, Emily. What's up, Casey? What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. So, like I mentioned, yeah, I've been sick the last couple of days here. I'm still kind of recovering here. But I am well enough to stream for now, for a little bit, to give you guys this update and everything like that. Because as of now, SPC does have two risks now from here. Let's see here. Storm Prediction Center, we do have two risks here today and tomorrow. Or sorry, tomorrow and the day after. Let's see here. What's up, K-Jack? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Beth? Anna says I'm in a stomach bug situation too. Yeah, it sucks, dude. I've been dealing with this for the last couple of days. It's been terrible. It's been really, really bad, unfortunately. But I hope you feel better as well, my friend. What's up, Mindy? Hope you're doing good. So we do have a threat for Wednesday and Thursday. So this is tomorrow's threat. We do have a marginal. Tomorrow's just a marginal. Thursday, we do have a slight risk, though. We'll get to that here in a second. But so tomorrow's threat does include the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You guys are at risk here for severe weather. Same thing here towards like Waco, Abilene, Texas, San Angelo, Austin. Yeah, you folks are going to be in the risk area here regarding like I said, regarding severe weather potential here. So this does include like northeastern Texas, central Texas here overall with this marginal risk. Now, if I do bring this up here over to this, so tornado probability, there is going to be the threat for a couple of tornadoes tomorrow. And that will be mostly situated towards the Austin area here, mostly just west of Austin, where we will be dealing with the potential of a couple of isolated tornadoes here for tomorrow. So that is something that we will have to be watching out for, as you know, a couple of spin-ups will be possible here overall. And on top of that, we do have a wind threat extending from the Dallas-Fort Worth area here all the way towards like Rock Springs, here towards like southern, kind of south central Texas, with a 5% chance. And then hail. Actually, hail's going to be like the main problem tomorrow. The biggest risk area here is for hail, actually. So 5% hail threat tomorrow, 5% wind threat tomorrow, 2% tornado threat. Now going into day 3, which is for Thursday. Thursday, from what it looks like, is going to be the big day, the day that we definitely do need to be monitoring. A little bit more potent, potentially, could be a thing here for Thursday. So that is something we need to look out for. Now, so eastern Texas will be included, like southern central Arkansas, western Mississippi, Louisiana. Obviously, you guys just got a bit of snow here not too long ago. We had that snowstorm that rolled through. From snow to severe weather in less than 2 weeks, which is just crazy. So we do have a decent threat for also tornadoes from what it looks like here for Thursday, in which we do have the biggest threat being kind of for eastern Texas here, places out there towards like northern, central, southwestern Louisiana. Including, areas out there towards like Monroe and the slight risk here. It's just outside of Shreveport, just outside of Baton Rouge, but this does include like Lake Charles area here and the big threat here for Thursday. So we definitely need to be looking out there for that. Now, talking the timing, I do want to pull up this real quickly. Let's pull up the 18 Zulu HRRR here. I do want to talk about the timing with the system. What's up, Robin? Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to have all this northerly advection. You guys can kind of see there. All of this mass, all this water vapor, all this warmth and moisture, just it vects its way up north into the country here. Across the south, so that's actually starting now. We're starting to get that now. So then what's going to happen is as we approach our way here tomorrow, because of this, actually we're going to start to get a low that develops out in the southwestern U.S. You can kind of see starting to spin up out there. This is for pretty much tomorrow morning. Actually, that low should be over Arizona right about now. Here, let me pull up satellite view. We're actually going to look at that real quickly. Yeah, I haven't had the chance to look at sat right now, but we'll pull it up together. We can kind of look at the current conditions and stuff and see what is going on out there. Let's see here. We're going to go to regional. Here, let's bring this over here, y'all. So if we play this, oh yeah, you can actually see where that low is now. Right in here, you see how it's spinning counterclockwise. So that's going to be the main engine of this system here. So that's going to be what's driving the movement, the wind shear and everything like that. That's what's going to be driving this upcoming severe weather and stuff like that. What's up, Patty? Hope you're doing good. Welcome. So yeah, let's see. Did my pen come up here? It did. Good. Yeah, so this low, currently like over, what is that, Arizona currently, is going to work its way here to the east here, which that will pop off across the southern plains, and then that's going to further enhance that northerly air advection. You can kind of barely see it, but off to the east here, that's going to really get get the ball rolling here. But yeah, we can already see the signs of that low already there, in which that is going to work its way here. You can see to the east here over the next couple of days. So this is for tomorrow afternoon-ish. Actually, tomorrow evening. It kind of seems like, yeah, tomorrow evening is whenever we're going to start to really get some of those storms here popping off. So it's going to be a fairly late event from what it looks like here overall. Let's see here. Team Kenny, dude, coming in with a 17-month membership. Category 1 club. Thank you so much, Team Kenny. I appreciate it. Saying, hope you continue to feel better. Thanks for your updates. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Team Kenny. Huge shout out goes to you, man. Thank you for the 17 months. That's crazy. Appreciate you very, very much, dude. Thank you so much. What's up, Kim? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Storm Lover? So yeah, it does look like tomorrow's event's going to be a relatively later event here. Pop it off roughly 7 p.m. Central Time. Take that with a grain of salt. It could obviously fire off earlier, or later, but that's whenever the activity really starts to kick off, according to the 18 Zulu HRRR anyways. So that is going to be roughly on timing there, and it should be... Yeah, just one long line you can kind of see here. So not tomorrow morning, the morning of the 30th, look at this line from the 18 Zulu here that kind of develops and rolls through like the Dallas-Fort Worth area here. This could be pretty strong. Once again, a couple tornadoes on that, some damaging winds for sure, and even some hail will all be a possibility, with this system here. So that's definitely something that we're going to have to look out there for. But yeah, if we do play this here, you can see that, we do get this low that just really kind of rolls through, kicks up, and then just, this will really increase those wind shear values. Basically the winds in the atmosphere is going to really amplify, driving that wind shear, which is needed for severe weather organization. So we're going to be having that. We're going to be getting a lot of that wind shear. Now, in terms of like instability and stuff, the fuel, I should say, in the atmosphere for these storms, fuel is kind of limited, to be honest with you guys. So this is what we call a high shear or a low cape high shear environment that we're going to be in for this event here. Sometimes you have high shear, high cape environments, which is like the big events usually, where you have strong wind shear, strong fuel for the storms. You got, low shear, high cape environment, which means that the winds in the atmosphere are fairly weak, and then, obviously the instability, the fuel is there. For this event, this is what we call a high shear, low cape environment, basically where we do have high sheep. Oh my goodness. So this is basically where you do have high wind shear. which is strong winds in the atmosphere. The winds are going to be amplified for this event, so fairly strong winds. However, the instability in the atmosphere is going to be relatively on the lower side, meaning that there's not going to be as much instability available for these storms. Meaning, meaning that it could definitely, kind of put a cap on how strong these storms could get because of not as much instability with this event. But there is going to be enough instability to get some storms going, and because the fact that we have such strong winds, which we'll go ahead and bring you guys over here to the models. Did I not set up this? Actually, let's just bring it over here. It'd be a lot easier anyways. But due to the fact that we have not that much instability here, that could really severely limit how this event plays out, which could be a good thing, of course. So back over to the HRRR, we're going to bring our way over here to the instability. So this is our fuel. Like I said, this is basically the amount of energy we have in the atmosphere here, according to the model. So we have here. Let's first of all, we do have the 0 Zulu coming out, so we'll look at that before I end the stream today. So if we do play this in time, you can actually see we have that northerly air advection, all that warm air comes up from the Gulf, a lot of moisture and stuff rolls through. And then we have that low that kicks off, bringing that cooler air behind it. So, and because of that, we're going to have this instability that's going to be in place. And, relatively speaking, this amount of instability is fairly weak. We're talking upwards, though, according to HRRR, of upwards of about 1,000 joules, which, is enough. Yeah, it is enough to cause some strong to severe storms, absolutely. It's, not overloaded per se, but it is enough to cause storms to occur. And as that line advances here, you can see that, we're not running off of that much instability, upwards of 250 to 500 joules per kilogram. This is for the afternoon of Thursday. So, while we do have really strong winds here, which I can actually show you with the NAM here, while we do have like really, really strong winds, yeah, the lower level jet of this event is actually going to be pretty strong. Really, really strong northerlies here. So basically, we do have all of that moisture, all of that instability, or all that moisture, all of that fuel, I should say, driving its way up into the country here. And because we have such a strong low pressure system, that's going to be basically tugging on that air a lot stronger, making those winds a lot faster. Steeper pressure gradient, which is correlating to stronger winds. So, those winds are going to be pretty strong. So our mid-level winds you can see are going to be fairly strong. Lower level winds there. Here's our mid-level jet. Wow, look at that. That is, yeah. So we got our low over here, a mid-level low, located over towards like the panhandle of Oklahoma, with that that really strong wind shear, mid-levels here. Just really ripping over like Texas, Louisiana, like 60 knots over towards like Louisiana, like 80 something knots over here in the red. It's the lighter red is pretty crazy. So pretty strong winds will be observed with this event here across the atmosphere. What's up, Calvin? Hope you're doing good. Welcome. Welcome. Now another thing I do want to look at is moisture. Moisture is also very, very important for storms to develop. So we like to measure this. One of the things we like to use is dew points. Dew points in your 60s is good, supplying good amount of surface moisture, and which is really good for these storms here, of course. And honestly, yeah, there's going to be no limitations with this here. The moisture is there. Dew points here in the 60s, as we approach our way here into tomorrow, or I should say the morning of the 30th, really. Or as we approach our way into the morning of the 30th here, those dew points could be upwards of the mid-60s out there, which is definitely fairly good. Fairly decent amount of moisture will be supplied with this. So moisture does not seem to be an issue here. So we got that. let's see here. So we got the moisture, we got the wind shear. Yeah, look at that overlap too. Yeah, here's our lower level jet. You guys can see it's just absolutely screaming. Yeah, very low cape environment though, you know. Here's wrap. Yeah, wrap shows a little bit more instability, but you know, once again, for the people joining, this is what we call a low cape, high shear environment here. So the cape, what I mentioned, is the fuel in the atmosphere for the storms here. So bottom line is, you know, what can we expect? All hazards will actually be a concern with this event here. You know, tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds. You know, and there will be pockets of isolated higher amounts of instability through this event here. And where you do have, you know, a fair amount of instability with a decent amount of wind shear overlapping it, that could really get your storm organization going pretty good, you know. And so locally, we could have some strong to perhaps severe storms, of course. So with that being said, back over here to what the SPC says. Once again, there's two different risk days. We have tomorrow being the lower day, the more the weaker day, or the less expectancy day. Not as expected to be as strong tomorrow as it is on Thursday is where I'm going with that. So tomorrow's threat, once again, we do have this marginal risk across, you know, the Dallas-Fort Worth area here. This does include areas by, you know, Austin, Texas. Let's see, San Angelo, Texas, Wichita Falls. We do got this marginal here that is a level 1 out of 5. So the scale goes from 1 to 5. 5 being the worst. You know, you see 5s on like severe weather outbreak days. This is a level 1, so this is a lower scale. But remember, the scale is based off of damaging storm potential. So basically, you know, severe thunderstorms, damaging storm potential. Even if you're in a level 1 threat, there still is a risk for damaging storms. So keep that in mind, okay? While, yes, it is a lower threat tomorrow, it is still on the damaging scale, per se, the damaging severe weather threat overall. So tornado probs, once again, tomorrow, we do have a little bit of a tornado shot tomorrow. So tomorrow's potential for tornadoes mostly going to be just slightly north of the San Antonio area, out there kind of towards Austin. Some of the areas included in this risk area includes like Rock Springs, you know, Caryville, Fredericksburg, Killeen, Temple, Texas, you know, once again, portions of Austin. Doesn't mean you guys will see a tornado. It just means that the environment will be capable of producing tornadic activity in those areas, around those areas. So yeah, where you see this green here, which is central, kind of south central Texas here, we do have a 2% chance. Okay, so there is a chance for a couple tornadoes tomorrow, and that's the area where they would most likely occur. Now, in terms of damaging winds, you know, here's our damaging wind threat. It's a 5% chance. So basically within a 25-mile radius of, I don't know, let's just say within a 25-mile radius of Killeen, Texas. You know, this applies if you're in the brown here. So within a 25-mile radius, there's a 5% chance that we could see some damaging wind gusts 60 miles an hour or greater. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Most of those wind gusts, we're thinking it's going to be within the range of about 60, maybe up to 60 miles an hour, you know, in terms of wind gust potential, you know, on those storms there. So about 60 mile per hour wind gusts could be possible with a lot of those storms that could roll through, or that will eventually roll through. So 5% chance for that. And this does include, you know, some of those regions like we mentioned towards Austin with the tornado threat as well, Rock Springs, Fredericksburg, but this also extends northeast. Unlike the tornado threat kind of cuts off for the lower areas. The wind threat extends up towards even Fort Worth and Dallas. So you guys out there are going to be in that risk there as well. So that is a damaging wind threat. Once again, up to right around 60 mile per hour wind gusts is going to be kind of expected. Indiana says, I think Thursday will be a 5% tour. We will have to see. See, here's the problem with that is that models have been kind of showing not much instability. The models actually kind of suggest that the amount of fuel in the atmosphere for around that time will be fairly low. However, with that being said, models can change, of course, and there could still be pockets of instability that are within tolerance, and above what the models actually pick up, in which given the environment could produce tornadoes. I mean, so I'm not saying it won't. I'm not saying it will either. We'll have to see. I mean, we do have a slight risk here for Thursday. So we'll have to see. Yeah, so Thursday we have a level 2 out of 5 severe weather threat. So the level 2's in the yellow, the level 1's in the green here. So Thursday is going to be another day we're going to need to look out for. Yeah, Thursday is actually going to be the biggest of the days, from what it looks like. And if you're wondering, Friday, there's nothing expected really on Friday. Even on SPC's website here, which I can show you, the instability just dies out. There's just no longer instability for Friday. It says potential too low. It's just, the potential is too low for severe weather on Friday, really. So we're not going to be really seeing, I don't think we're going to be dealing with any severe weather craziness on Friday. So the start of the severe weather will happen tomorrow, and the peak of it will happen Thursday. And the areas that are going to be the most at risk is going to be for the areas in yellow here, which is that level 2 threat for Thursday, which includes like portions of eastern Texas, actually including areas of Houston, towards Beaumont as well, Texas, Lufkin, Texas. You guys are in the level 2 threat. And then it just really kind of cuts through a really big chunk of Louisiana, like Monroe, Lafayette, just outside of Baton Rouge and Shreveport. You guys are not as, or you're not really quite into that level 2 threat there, overall. Anyways, and then of course we do have that threat kind of barely scraping into Mississippi too. Here for that day 3 outlook. So we'll definitely keep you guys updated with everything. Polly says I live in Texas. Gotcha. There's a pretty good chunk of Texas here between tomorrow and the day after where we could see some severe weather for sure. For sure. Here we're gonna take a look at the flooding threat, y'all. Let's see. Today, nothing. Tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow. So the areas here in the marginal risk here. So this is a flooding outlook for tomorrow. So, like severe weather threats, they go from a scale of 1 to 5. This goes from a scale of 1 to 4, and we're in a level 1 for tomorrow. So the areas listed here in the green, this is where we could have a potential for a little bit of flooding. So if you live in a low-lying area that's prone to flooding, keep an eye on it. There could be some flooding tomorrow for some of these regions in the green, which includes, like I said, central, northeastern Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, and like west central Arkansas. And then, of course, wow, look at that. Day 3, so Thursday, the day of the big severe weather, too. Look how, that's actually a pretty solid flooding threat here. Yeah, so Thursday, we're going to have a pretty active flooding day, I think. Yeah, WPC has a level 2 here. A slight risk, which is kind of the middle risk here when it comes to flooding. For basically stretching from northeastern Texas, cutting all the way through up towards like western Kentucky, southeast Missouri. Yeah, you guys can see where the yellow is. So that does include a lot of Arkansas. Some of the big cities in that includes, Memphis, Little Rock. We got, let's see here, who else is included? We got like Shreveport, Louisiana. Let's see, Evansville, Indiana. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pretty populated areas here that's included for Thursday. So yeah, Thursday we're gonna have to look out for that. Let's see here, and then of course Friday. As of now, there's no risk really for Friday for flooding out here. So yeah, Thursday. Not only do we got to watch for severe weather, but we got to watch out for some flooding potential too. Yeah, definitely got to keep an eye out there for that. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, by the way, guys, I am still a little sick. I'm not really feeling the best. I've been out of it for the last couple of days. That's why I haven't been able to stream much or anything. So I kind of gathered up enough energy to go live for you guys today, just for a little bit. That way I can give you guys an update on what's going on here. Because, yeah, we do have a little bit of a threat coming up. Tomorrow, we have the marginal. I'm going to try to do at least an hour of coverage tomorrow. And I'm going to try to do at least 2 hours of coverage on Thursday, because Thursday's going to need it for sure. Tomorrow, if it stays marginal, it should be relatively more lower toned, hopefully more quiet. But yeah, I think we're going to need some coverage on Thursday for sure. So I'll definitely be there to do that. Anyways, let's see here. Tom says, "Good night, Andrew. Get some rest." Sounds good, man. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. I'm not gonna head off yet, but I do want to do one more thing with you guys before I do. Let's take a look at the long range. See what's going on here. So let's pull up the long range here. Here's GFS. So we got, actually, yeah, we have a little bit of a disturbance that's rolling through. Yeah, rolling through the northeast here. Actually driving a fair amount of snowfall. Yeah, you guys can see that little disturbance up there. And then, of course, we have that system here that's starting tomorrow. Actually, we have the low currently in the southwest U.S. right now. But that'll kick up. That'll get a lot of rain and stuff like that to fall throughout, like the Tennessee, Ohio Valley, causing that flooding we were just talking about. Got that low rolling through. Another disturbance for the north could occur towards like the 1st and 2nd of February, possibly leading towards New England there too. But at that point, I don't really like to go any further than that. Let's see here. This is for the 5th and 6th. Not enough coverage on that. Okay, so we're not going to talk about that. It's too far out, too. Yeah, I mean, really the only things we got going on right now, we got the north, that low up north that we got to look out there for, causing a pretty good amount of snowfall. And then, of course, that severe weather threat in the south here going on. Anyways, what's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing good. Welcome. What's up, Jonathan? Been sick as well. Yeah, I've had the stomach bug for the last, 3-4 days. It's just been terrible, dude. Severe weather where? So tomorrow, here, let me show you. Tomorrow is when the severe weather starts. We have a level 1 threat tomorrow, Wednesday. And we have a level 2 threat Thursday. So tomorrow's threat, is in the green here. It includes some fairly popular areas like Dallas-Fort Worth area here. We have Abilene, Killeen, Austin, San Angelo. You guys are Waco. You guys are included in that risk out there. Jenny, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much for your support. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Seriously, means a lot. Helps me out a ton. Yeah, like I mentioned, sorry I haven't been on in a while, guys. I've just been out of it. I haven't had the energy. I barely scraped up enough energy to go live today. I'm not gonna lie. Sitting up is hard on me right now. So, but I just wanted to go live to kind of show you guys what's going on here. So then, of course, like we mentioned, Thursday. Thursday is the main day of severe weather, which includes eastern Texas, portions here of Louisiana, and southwestern Mississippi here. So we do have that level 2 threat. As of right now, there is no breakdown per se for Thursday's risk. What I mean by that is that the SPC has not put an outlook for the probability potential for tornadoes, winds, and hail. That is not available yet. Tomorrow, we'll do another update for you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow to do a longer stream and stuff, because we're approaching 30 minutes here, and I'm probably going to head off here because I'm just not really feeling not really feeling that good. But yeah, so we'll have that information tomorrow for the breakdown overall. But like given the given this event and stuff, I mean, we got a really strong lower level jet stream here that's going to be in place. So really, really strong lower level jet. Pretty good amount of moisture advection. I mean, we're talking some pretty good amounts of moisture and and all that rolling through. The only thing that's going to be holding us back really is the instability. There's not going to be that much instability in the atmosphere, so we're just going to be working off of fumes here for when it comes into Thursday, really. Let's see here. All right, see you later, Jenny. Thanks for joining. Jill says, did I get that snowstorm? No, I'm too far south. No, that snowstorm impacted areas up in like these regions here, I think. Yeah, most of this area of Florida. I'm down here. I'm down here in Lakeland. So I'm definitely far south of that. Yeah, it was cold that day, though. I tell you, it was like 40 something for me, I think, or upper 30s, and it was wet. It was a cold wet. It was just, it was terrible. All right, see you later, Indiana. All right, everybody. Yeah, I'm probably gonna roll off here. I will take questions if any of you guys have any questions before I roll off here. If you guys have any questions, you guys want me to look at anything before I head off here, you guys want me to look at the models or whatever, I will be more than happy to show you guys the models. Yeah, our SRH, this stands for storm relative helicity, basically like rotational updraft potential. This is pretty strong values because of the fact of how much wind shear we have in the atmosphere. Like I mentioned, though, I think one of the main limiters is going to be the instability overall. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate that. Thanks, Abby. Jill says, lucky you. We got a bunch of everything in Michigan. Take care. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't because it's just too cold. It still sucked, though, with all the cold rain that we had. It was still pretty bad. But here, let me go over the flooding threat one more time, and then I'm going to call it, okay? Yeah, it would go on longer, but like I said, I don't have the energy to. I've just been stomach bugged for the last couple days. It just sucks. Okay, let me turn off SPC real quick, and then we'll do this real fast. So tomorrow, we have a little bit of a flooding threat tomorrow for the areas in green. So if you guys live out in the areas here in the green, which includes like central, northeastern Texas, like southeastern Oklahoma, like western areas here of Arkansas, this area here we do have a level 1 out of 4 flooding threat. So the threat's relatively low for flooding. We still do have a threat for flooding. So if you're in a low-lying area here, if you're prone to flooding, then keep an eye out there for that for tomorrow. And then Thursday, Thursday is going to be actually a pretty decent day for flooding. We do have a pretty large risk area here in both the slight and the marginal risk out there. Yeah, we're going to need to watch out Thursday. Thursday is going to be a day we really do need to be monitoring. So we do have like northeastern Texas all the way to like western Kentucky in the level 2 threat. So if you guys are, once again in an area that's prone to flooding in the area here, make sure that you are ready for that and that you prep ahead of time. Because Thursday is actually going to be a fairly active day for flooding from what it looks like. So we have that level 2 threat across the yellow and a level 1 threat across the green here. So, and once again, the scale goes up to 4. 4 is the maximum flooding threat. And we're to level 2. That's a middle threat. That's a pretty decent shot for flooding. And like we mentioned, there is a few areas that are fairly populated that we have in there, like Little Rock, Memphis, Shreveport, and of course a lot of other bigger cities out there. Definitely is going to be in that risk area here overall. So just make sure that you guys watch out for it, and we'll keep you guys updated. But all right, everybody. Well, you guys take care. Y'all have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna call it a night. Like I said, I'm sick. I'm just feeling terrible. I need to lay down again. But all right, everybody. Thanks for joining. You guys take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Jenny, once again, thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Also, Team Kenny, thank you so much once again for the 17 months Category 1 Club membership. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for the long support. And all right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining. You guys take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. And we will see you guys here for tomorrow. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining. Catch you later on. Peace out.